Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 19th. Today we will solve 2 by 2 systems, linear systems using elimination method. In Algebra 2, you've done 3 by 3 systems. You've done 2 by 2 within 3 by 3. So hopefully this should become very easy to you. You've done it already. We did this using matrix method a couple days ago, but now we're going to do it using elimination method because if it's on the non-calculator section, then you will not be able to use the matrix method. So, looking at the steps here, we're going to choose, let me get my pen out, we're going to choose a variable to cancel, multiply each equation by the other's coefficient. I'll explain what that means. If they're the same sign, we're going to multiply by a negative. Then we're going to add the equations together, solve the equation for one variable. Once we have that, we're going to substitute our answer into either equation to find the second variable. So it does not matter which variable I get to cancel. We need to make a choice. So for number 1, I'm going to choose the y's. If I want the y's to cancel, I'm going to multiply each equation by the other's coefficient. So the top one has a 4, so I'm going to multiply the bottom by 4. The bottom one has a 2, so I'm going to multiply the top by 2. We're going to ignore the signs for now. We're just looking at the numbers. I'm multiplying each equation by the other's coefficient. So again, if the top has a 4, the bottom gets a 4. If the bottom has a 2, the top gets a 2. Now, in order for things to cancel out, they need to be opposite signs. So right now, are the signs of the y's the same or different? They're different. Is that good or bad? That's good because things will cancel if their signs are different. So because the signs are different, I'm going to keep everything positive on the outside. So now I'm going to multiply everything through, including the right-hand side. A very common mistake is for students to forget about the right-hand side. So I'm distributing the top. 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times 4y is 8y. 2 times a negative 4 is negative 8. I'm distributing the bottom. 12x minus 8y equals negative 56. Now I add them together. The whole point is for the y's to cancel, and as you can see, positive 8y and negative 8y will cancel. Add my x's together, I get 16x equals negative 64. Now I solve for x, and I get x equals negative 4. Great, but in a system there are 2 variables, x and y. Now that I have x, I'm going to substitute in to find y. So let's use the top equation. It doesn't matter which one, I just made a choice. I chose the top one. I'm replacing the x with negative 4. And now I'm going to solve this for y using basic algebra. Add 8 to both sides. 4y equals 4. Divide by 4, y equals 1. So x equals negative 4, y equals 1. So my answer is negative 4, comma 1. Is it wrong to just circle x equals 4 and y equals 1? No, but a lot of times they'll want your answer as an xy coordinate. That's your answer. So again, what did I do? I chose a variable to cancel. In this case, I chose the 4's. I multiplied each equation by the other's coefficient. Since the signs were different, that's good. I kept everything positive on the outside. From there, I multiplied everything through. I added the equations together. That got my y's to cancel. I solved the equation that I came up with. Once I had the one variable, I substituted it in to find the other variable. Let's do another one. Let's do number 2. I want to get one of my variables to cancel. I need to choose a variable. There's no wrong answer. I can choose X, I can choose Y. It will be a different procedure, but I will still get the correct answer at the end. I'm going to choose the Y's. So I'm going to multiply each equation by the other's coefficient. The top has a 1, so the bottom gets a 1. The bottom has a 3, so the top gets a 3. I'm multiplying each equation by the other's coefficient. Now the signs. Are the signs the same or different? The signs are the same. Is that good or bad? That's bad, because they're not going to cancel if they have the same sign. So because they have the same sign, I have to make one of them negative. It doesn't matter which one I make negative, as long as I make one of them negative. I can't make them both negative, because then they'll have the same sign again. So I multiply everything through. Negative 15x plus 3y equals 51. I like multiplying by just 1 because nothing changes. I don't have to think about it at all. I'm just essentially rewriting it. I add them together. Negative 13x, the y's cancel, equals negative 63. Something doesn't seem right. Negative 15x equals 51. 2x minus 3, negative 13x equals... Oh, that was positive 51. My mistake. So positive 51 minus 12 is 39. That seems better. Divide by negative 13. X equals negative 3. Now that I have one variable, I substitute it in to find the second variable. It does not matter which one we choose. I'm going to start with, I'll do the top one. 5x minus 1y equals negative 17. 5 times negative 3 minus 1y equals negative 17. Negative 15 minus y, I can drop the 1, equals negative 17. Add 15. Negative y equals negative 2. Y equals 2. So my answer is negative 3. Again, choose a variable to cancel, multiply each equation by the other's coefficient, multiply everything through, solve the equation for the first variable, substitute that into either one of the original equations, and you'll have your answer. Why don't you try number 3 on your own? I'll give you a couple minutes. I'll go over it, and then that'll be that. So again, try number 3 on your own. Okay, I'm going to choose a variable to cancel. It doesn't matter which one. I'll choose the y's. So the bottom has a 2, so the top gets a 2. The top has a 1, so the bottom gets a 1. Are the signs the same or different? They are different, which is good, which means I'm keeping everything positive on the outside. I multiply the top through. 8x plus 2y equals 20. The bottom, negative 3x minus 2y equals 0. Add them together. Y's cancel. 5x equals 20. Divide by 5. X equals 4. Now that I have x equals 4, I'm going to substitute that into one of the originals. I'm going to do the top one. 16 plus y equals 10 minus 16 minus 16. Y equals negative 4. So my answer is 4 comma negative 4. So you might have done this question differently. You might have gotten the x's to cancel, and you would have had different work, but at the end, you would have gotten the same answer. X is 4, y is -4. So your classwork / homework for today, Tuesday, is to finish this worksheet. And your quiz will be due tomorrow night. Again, I can solve 2x2 systems, linear systems using elimination method. Your procedures here, we've gone through it quite a few times already. Something you've done within Algebra 2 when you did 3x3 systems. And we talked about matrix method the other day, but if it's the non-calculator section, then you have to do it using elimination. Have a great day, and reach out to me, Ramon, if you have any issues.